On May 23, 2021, Ryanair Flight 4978 embarked on a seemingly routine journey from Athens to Vilnius. The flight, carrying 171 passengers, was abruptly disrupted as it approached Lithuanian airspace. Belarusian air traffic control contacted the pilots, citing a bomb threat and instructing them to divert to Minsk, Belarus. Despite the plane's proximity to Vilnius, the pilots complied with the directive. A Belarusian MiG-29 fighter jet escorted the Ryanair Boeing 737 to Minsk National Airport. The incident immediately raised alarm bells, given Belarus's authoritarian regime and its history of targeting dissidents. Suspicions of a staged event to seize a political opponent on board quickly arose. The alleged bomb threat was later proven false, confirming the calculated nature of the diversion. This audacious act sent shockwaves through the international community, drawing widespread condemnation and accusations of air piracy and state-sponsored hijacking. The primary targets of this orchestrated operation were Roman Protasevich, a Belarusian journalist and vocal critic of President Alexander Lukashenko, and his Russian girlfriend Sofia Sapega. Upon landing in Minsk, Belarusian authorities boarded the plane and swiftly detained Protasevich and Sapega. Passengers reported witnessing Protasevich's visible distress as he was escorted off the aircraft, aware of the potential repercussions that awaited him. Protasevich, known for his work with the Telegram channel Nexta, which played a crucial role in disseminating information during the 2020 Belarusian protests, had been living in exile in Lithuania. His arrest was a clear attempt by the Lukashenko regime to silence dissent and intimidate opposition figures. Sapega, a Russian citizen studying in Lithuania, was caught in the crosshairs of this political maneuver. The forced diversion of Ryanair Flight 4978 and the subsequent arrests sparked international outrage. Governments, human rights organizations, and media outlets worldwide vehemently condemned Belarus's actions, labeling it a brazen violation of international law and a dangerous precedent. The European Union swiftly imposed targeted sanctions against Belarus. These sanctions included a ban on Belarusian airlines from EU airspace and airports, economic sanctions targeting individuals and entities associated with the Lukashenko regime, and a call for the immediate release of Protasevich and Sapega. Numerous other countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Ukraine, joined the chorus of condemnation and imposed their own sanctions, further isolating Belarus on the global stage. The International Civil Aviation Organization, the United Nations Aviation Agency, launched an independent investigation into the incident. The ICAO's report, released in May 2022, concluded that the bomb threat against Ryanair Flight 4978 was deliberately false and orchestrated by senior Belarusian regime officials. This finding confirmed what many had suspected from the outset, that the incident was a carefully planned act of state-sponsored hijacking. The ICAO's report provided a detailed account of the events leading up to the diversion, including evidence of communication between Belarusian air traffic control and the Ryanair pilots. The report's findings further solidified the international consensus that Belarus had violated international aviation law, specifically the Chicago Convention, which prohibits the use of civil aviation for political purposes. Section 5. The Wheels of Justice, Poland's legal pursuit. In response to the forced diversion and the detention of Roman Protasevich, who was residing in Poland at the time, Polish authorities launched their own criminal investigation. In September 2024, Polish prosecutors charged 3 Belarusian officials with orchestrating the forced landing of Ryanair Flight 4978. The accused included Leonid Churo, the former director of the Belarusian Air Navigation Agency, and 2 air traffic controllers. Poland issued arrest warrants for the 3 individuals, and announced its intention to seek European arrest warrants and Interpol red notices. This move marked a significant step towards holding Belarusian officials accountable for their roles in the incident. The Polish government's decision to pursue legal action against Belarusian officials sent a strong message that such blatant violations of international law would not go unpunished. Section 6. Stranded and Silenced, the Passenger's Ordeal. While the world focused on the geopolitical implications of the forced landing, the passengers and crew of Ryanair Flight 4978 endured a harrowing ordeal. Upon landing in Minsk, they were kept in a state of uncertainty with limited information provided by Belarusian authorities. Passengers reported being held for hours without access to food, water, or proper toilet facilities. The fear and anxiety were palpable, particularly for Protasevich, who knew the potential consequences he faced. The Belarusian KGB, notorious for its brutal tactics, subjected passengers to interrogations and luggage searches. This traumatic experience highlighted the human cost of Belarus's actions, turning innocent civilians into pawns in a political game. Section 7. Taking a stand: airline responses and flight bans. In the aftermath of the Ryanair Flight 4978 incident, airlines around the world reacted swiftly and decisively. Ryanair CEO Michel O'Leary condemned the forced diversion as state-sponsored hijacking and a case of state-sponsored aviation piracy. Many airlines, including Lufthansa, Air France, KLM, and Scandinavian Airlines, heeded the call to avoid Belarusian airspace. These flight bans, while disruptive to air travel, sent a powerful message of solidarity with the passengers and crew of FR 4978, and a clear rebuke to the Belarusian regime. This coordinated response from the aviation industry demonstrated the gravity with which the international community viewed Belarus's actions. Section 8. A call for accountability. The UN Security Council responds. The forced diversion of Ryanair Flight 4978 also prompted a response from the United Nations Security Council. In a briefing on October 31, 2022, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Jeffrey De Laurentiis, addressed the Council, emphasizing the need for international accountability for Belarus's actions. He called for a firm and unified response to this egregious violation of international law, and stressed the importance of upholding the rules-based international order. While the Security Council was unable to reach a consensus on concrete actions due to opposition from Russia and China, the briefing provided a platform for condemning Belarus's conduct and reiterating the importance of aviation safety and security. Section 9. A chilling precedent. The enduring impact of FR 4978. The forced diversion of Ryanair Flight 4978 stands as a stark reminder of the lengths to which authoritarian regimes will go to silence dissent and suppress opposition. The incident sent shockwaves through the international community, exposing the vulnerability of international air travel to political manipulation. The global response, marked by condemnation, sanctions, and legal action, demonstrated a united front against such blatant violations of international law. However, the incident also highlighted the challenges of holding authoritarian regimes accountable for their actions. The lack of a unified response from the UN Security Council and the ongoing detention of Protasevich and Sapega for an extended period underscore the complexities of navigating international relations and upholding human rights in the face of state-sponsored repression. The forced landing of FR 4978 serves as a chilling precedent, a stark reminder of the fragility of international norms and the ongoing struggle to safeguard fundamental freedoms in an increasingly interconnected world.